the data types in Java. So there are, hello everyone, today we are going to learn what is meant by data types in Java. And before that, let's understand how can we manage things more efficiently. Okay, to manage anything, it is you have to categorize them so it will become easier to manage. Okay, so that's why in Java also with the data they are doing same thing. They are making different categories, that is primitive and a non-primitive. In non-primitive, they are giving privilege to the programmer so he can create his own data type. But in primitive data type, Java has given some inbuilt data type in which you don't have to create the data type for any data. Java has given you. So these are particular categories. So with each category, there is some particular size, like memory size they have given you, and for different type of data they have categorized into the total 8 data types, which are integer, float, double, char, boolean, long, short, and byte. Okay, we are only talking about primitive data type in this video, so my focus is only on that. About non-primitive data type, class interface, and arrays, I will be making different video on that. So let's see what is mean by the definition of the data type and what are the primitive data types. So definition of data type is data type specify the different size and values that can be stored in the variable. Okay, so these are the data types. Okay, so here you can see the different size and the value. Okay, in this range you can save the data here. Okay, so minus 2147,483,648 to 2147,483,647. Okay, so from negative to positive, in this number range you can save any number into the integer data type. So if you are exceeding than this, then you will receive an compile time error. Okay, we will see this in demo. With float also, for if you want to save the fractional number, then you go for a float. And if you want to save bigger fractional number, then go for a double. Mostly people use this float because it is a space consuming. So there is a char data type also. It is taking 2 bytes only and it is using Unicode. Okay. If you know about the C or C++, you might be aware about ASI system. So likewise, it is one system. Okay, for character, that is Unicode. There is another data type which is of long. Suppose if your data is more than this, okay, so then you can save in this range -9223 and this long number to this. So if you want to store this long number, then you can use this. Okay, and suppose if your number is in between this -127 to 128, then you can store here like in byte. Okay, if your number is in this range -32,768 to 32,767, then you should use a short. It is only taking 2 bytes. If your need is really very small, then you should choose a data type depending upon your need. Okay, so normally people do not use this data types very, very precisely. But if you're if wherever memory is your constraint, so there you should use this all data. There you should use this kind of data types like byte, short, okay, instead of integer. And Boolean is data type in which you can save true or false value. Whenever you are using conditional statement, there you should use a Boolean. So there you do not need to, okay, so for that you can use a Boolean. I can explain you more better ways when we will see that conditional statement example. Okay, so this is all about primitive data types and their ranges. Okay, and let's see one another aspect, that Java always save some default value if you do not define define any value to this data type. Suppose if I am not saying integer x is equal to 25, then Java will say something like Java will say that integer x is equal to 0. So it will be their default value. Okay, if I have not assigned anything, then Java will do that for me. If float y, then value will save as a 0.0. If I am saving double, then value will save as a 0.0d. Okay, likewise for every data type, there is some default value here you can see. Okay, so we will talk about string in different video lecture because string is a huge topic, and we can also see about what is meant by object, because this is also different. I mean, it's not different topic, but there should need some more detailed explanation about it. So for today only, we are seeing this primitive data type, this 8 primitive data types only. I will teach you what is mean by, I mean, how it will work in, I mean, we will see the demo of this data type in my next lecture, in which I will explain you about everything with one program. So